Hello, YouTubers! And welcome to the University of YouTube, where you can teach yourself how to do anything with a few YouTube tutorials. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to throat sing. What a wonderful world! Throat singing is a singing tradition found all across Asia. In Tuva, it's most known for, Mongolia, Tibet, Siberia, and even the Inuit people of northern Canada do it. Actually, in northern Canada, it's the women who do it. It's like a game that they play. And look, I can add it to my beatboxing. When you begin, you prepare your voice. Do some vocal warm-up exercises like and this is good for any singing, to just loosen up your vocal cords. This is like stretching to help you prevent you from damaging your voice. Now, throat singing is something that if you're not doing it right, you can damage your voice. If you're making if you're making those kinds of sounds and it's hurting your throat, don't do it for prolonged periods of time because you will damage your voice. Another thing to do is to drink a little bit of water and suck bubbles up through the water. Hold your head down and suck bubbles up through. This acts like a bong. I don't smoke weed, by the way. My friends do. They're crazy. It acts to moisten your throat by sucking the bubbles through. So. I was actually doing that with coffee because my drug of choice is caffeine. Gotta have something. So I first learned how to throat sing by trying to sing like Louis Armstrong. I loved singing What a Wonderful World for karaoke, and I was practicing my Louis voice in the car. I see skies of blue. And I hit this tone, and I realized, ding, that is throat singing. I just throat sang, and I remembered that clenching that I did in my throat. I remember that position that my throat was in. You see, throat singing is like playing the didgeridoo or playing the trumpet. You have to learn a certain clenching of your throat, a certain way to hold it, a certain way to clench it so that it's vibrating in the right way, so that you're producing this deep, bassy sound. And once you find that spot, half the struggle is finding that spot of vibration. And then once you find it, add it to your muscle memory, and then you remember how to produce the tone. The second half is learning how to create subharmonics and how to control the tones that you're making by moving your mouth around. So every single object has a resonating frequency. This is the frequency by which it resonates if it's struck or played upon. This depends on the size and shape. So your mouth, because you can move it around, you can create many different resonations with your mouth. And the harmonics that you're creating when you're throat singing those harmonics are created by you moving your mouth so that you're hitting a fifth or an octave above the resonation that's deep in your throat, the fundamental. So I make an A sound, kind of like an ah, And what I'm doing, I'm making the A sound, the ah, and then I kind of just clench my throat. And I kind of clench it, but do it in this way that I'm like clenching as deep as I can go. I'm like dropping it down or something. It's hard to describe. You'll know it when you get it. You'll feel it resonating. You'll feel the vibrations. Just it makes this whole part of your neck and your throat vibrate because it's a lot of vibrations going on in there. So you'll know it when you get it. It's just hard to explain. It's just you just have to learn how to. You just have to find that sweet spot, and once you do, you'll remember it. You'll remember that spot. There's another type that's easier. It doesn't sound as neat, and this type is actually easier for women to learn because they don't have as big of an Adam's apple. They don't have the Adam's apple. It's where you make an ER sound in a higher pitched version. So you're still able to hit the harmonics with your voice without doing the low sub bass. You're just moving your mouth around and finding those points that make the vibrations happen. Now, I'm not a master. I've only been doing this for a couple years. There's guys that have been throat singing for 30, 40 years that live in Tuva. But at the same time, I don't think that they know how to edit videos, so they're not making how-to videos. But someday I will travel to Tuva and make a how-to video with somebody that is truly a master. I am just an amateur, but I want to share this knowledge with you. Instead of just playing video games and commenting on the videos, I'm showing you cool things, interesting, weird oddities. I'm showing you magic. I will show you little funny prank videos where I put on the old man mask. So if you want to be ahead in life, subscribe and I'll show you some awesome things. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to beatbox. That should be fun. So please subscribe, become one of the heads, and comment below. I'll answer any questions you have. So if you want to get ahead in life, join the heads.